Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Let's have some paper crafting fun. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel and welcome to all of my new friends and new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. I want to personally thank each of you for allowing me to come into your home every day. I really do appreciate the awesome support that you show me and my channel. You know, for me, just like for you, I have good days and I have bad days. I have days when my emotions are high. I have days when my emotions aren't so high. Y'all, I am not ashamed to admit that there are days and times where I feel overwhelmingly sad. And when I do, I use crafting as one of the ways that I pull myself out of the slump that I might be in the moment. 95% of the time, I'm able to craft myself out of whatever glum or negative mood I might be feeling. So for me, not only is crafting a creative outlet for me, it's also a therapeutic outlet for me. Now, in no way am I saying that crafting takes the place of professional therapy, because it does not. It's just one of those positive outlets that I can turn to from time to time that take me from being over here where I might not be feeling so great. And why am I sharing all of this? Because I get comments from a lot of you, and in the comments, you also mention how you use the channel and you use the crafting that we do on the channel as a form of therapy. And you guys share some very heartwarming stories with me, and you share stories of how you feel as though the channel has helped you through difficult times. And I just want to say thank you, not because I think I'm doing something great, because I'm really not. I am saying thank you because so many of you, like me from time to time, you're able to use crafting as a momentary escape, and it just takes you to a place of happy. And so because I know what it does for me, I am able to relate with what it might be doing for you as well. So I just wanted to share that because as I was crafting today's Make a Card Monday project, I just felt this overwhelming sense of happy. A, because it's something new that I haven't done, and B, because it just felt so good doing it. And here's what I'm talking about. And I'll give you a closer look in just a minute. But y'all, thank you so much for listening to my little opening monologue, because I felt it was important to talk about how therapeutic crafting of any kind can be. Whether it's paper crafting, painting, quilting, sewing, whatever it is, it all has the potential to be therapeutic. So having said all that, y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. And y'all, I apologize if my lighting has not been the best during the opening of this video. I am struggling with getting my lighting right. I used to have it perfect, and now I am going through something and I don't know what change I made. So I'm trying to backtrack and figure out what did I do differently that is causing my lighting to be just a little bit off. But here is today's Make a Card Monday. When finished, it is going to measure 7.5 by 4 3/4. It is not a card that opens. This is a card where we're going to slide out from the top, and you'll get a gorgeous collage that has a beautiful message on it. So I'm going to go ahead and just slide it out so that you can see just how wonderful this is. And it stops right here. So I put Happy Day on the front of mine. And then when you pull it out, it says, "Hello, lovely." We have a nice little bird here. We have a bumblebee here. And then we have it framed with a bouquet of flowers. And I'll show you the trick that I used to make this. But I really do like this style. And as I said in the opening, there was just something about crafting today's project that really did just bring about an overwhelming sense of happy as I was trying to figure out how to make it work and then putting my pieces together. So I hope that you guys like this project, and I hope that it's one that you'll add to your card making arsenal. So I'm going to take it and we just slide it back in like that, and then that piece sticks out. And we can slide it back out as we want to pull it in and out. So I'm going to set this over to the side. So here's what we need to make it. I have a decorative piece of cardstock, and this cardstock measures 10 1/4 by 7.5. Then I have 2 pieces that'll operate the mechanism inside. I have 1 piece that measures 4 5/8 by 3. Then I have one piece of 3 by 3. And then in my little baggie here, I have all of my decorative pieces that I am going to use to create my collage message. So for the time being, I'm going to sit this right here, because here's my trick to making this work. I am going to use a popsicle stick. Now, some of you might make cards like this using paper, and that works also. I just decided I would try using some of these popsicle sticks because they were in my stash, and y'all know that I am seriously trying to craft my stash. So I am going to take my ink pad, and it's a cheapo gold ink pad, and I am just going to ink a portion of this. I don't have to ink the whole thing, but I really want to ink what might be showing. I'm going to give that ink just a moment to dry, but while it's drying, these are all the pieces that I decided to use on my project. So I am just going to take these pieces and just sort of lay them out and decide how I want this to look, because we're going to go ahead and make this part first. So I'm going to take this piece. So I'm going to take that piece and put it right there. So I'm going to take this piece, move it down just a little bit, and I'm going to put that piece right there, and then that piece right there. And I'll be mounting this to my popsicle stick. Now, one thing that you want to make sure of is that at the widest point, your collage is not any wider than 4.5 inches. So the widest point for me is from here to here. So when I measure, I have it right at 4 inches. So you don't want this to be any wider than 4.5 inches, because you might have a problem with it being too wide here at the top. So what I'll be sharing with you is my process for doing this. You might want to take it and tweak it just a little bit to make it work for you, but we're going to go ahead and place our pieces on our popsicle stick. So I am going to bring this down like that. Then I'm going to take this piece and put it on like this. I'm going to just turn that a little bit more. Then I'm going to take my little dancer and place her on like that. And how you choose to put yours on, guys, it is completely up to you. What I'm doing might not be how you want to do it. If you think this is something that you might be interested in doing, just play around with it. I know that this is something that I am going to do from time to time because I really like it. So I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to take this piece, and this one says, make something good every day. And I am just going to turn that like that. And then I have this nice little purple bow. And I'm going to put that right there. I could have added a whole lot more to this popsicle stick and just built it up, but I didn't. I'm going to keep mine pretty simple. I think my message is beautifully conveyed on this. So what I did was I picked out some coordinating Prima paper, and that is what we're going to use. So on the 10 1/4 inch side, we are going to score at 4 3/4 and at 9 1/2. And then I'll fold and I'll burnish my scores. So this is what you're going to have. This is the side where we're going to take this piece and it'll slide out just like that. So knowing that you want it to come out just like that, I am going to make a mark here because this is as far up as that popsicle stick needs to go for your message to extend over the top. Now what I'm showing you here is the process for how you figure out where to do your placement. You might not use a popsicle stick. You might use some paper, or you might even use a straw or something else. What I'm doing here is sharing with you how you figure out where your placement needs to be. So now I'm going to take my piece that measures 3 by 3, and we're going to fold it in half. I won't even score it. We're just going to fold it in half. Then I'm going to take my popsicle stick, and I am going to add some glue to the back. And you know, this is going to be a very elementary way of making a card like this. I know that there is probably a whole engineering process on how you do it, but this is how I'm doing this one. So I've taken that 3 by 3 inch piece, folded it in half, and I glued the back to the inside. And this part stays open. This is the part that will catch to stop it. So now I can take this piece and we place it right here on the line. I can see that mine is too tall, so I'm going to trim away some of it. So I started with the piece that was 3 by 4 5/8. I'm just going to trim it down. This is the same process that you might have to go through when you're doing this. And you probably will definitely have to go through this process, because where the popsicle stick ends up hitting depends largely on how much you've built it up and how far down you've come. This time I didn't come down as far on this one as I did on the first one. So now I can take this and we're just going to place it inside the score marks. And all I'm going to do is add a very thin bead of glue right there and right here. And you'll see why in just a minute. So I have that glue there. I'm going to take this and align it with that mark I made. And then I'm going to put it down so that it is inside the score mark here, as well as here. And then I'm just going to get this nice and stuck. It's not quite dry, but now we can take this piece and slide it in underneath that piece. So y'all, the way that it's going to work is when we slide up, that's going to catch. So that will not go any higher than what we have it here. So when I close this and I seal it, this is as far out as that is going to go. I am going to push this back down, and it's moving all over the place right now. It will get better as I close it. Then I'm going to take this piece. We're going to add some glue, enough glue to make sure that we have a good stick on this. Then I'm going to add some glue here. Move that up a little bit, because I'm going to add some glue right here. And now we can take this, bring it up, fold it over, and get it nice and stuck. Just make sure that you don't glue your popsicle stick to the inside. And so now we can pull this, and that is how far it opens. So I am going to go ahead and just take some of my crinkle seam binding so that we'll know that we have a pulley inside. And I am just going to get that stuck like that. Then I'm going to flip this over, take some glue, and I'm going to glue this to the popsicle stick. And I want to make sure that it's sticking out over the ballerina's head. And then all we have to do is take it and tuck it inside. And there is my little pulley. So then I'm going to take this piece of ephemera that says you are amazing, and I'm going to let that be enough. Adding some glue to the back. Place that just like that. And there we have a very easy Make a Card Monday that I think will truly make someone's day. And when you're crafting it, it is going to bring about the happy. So I am going to go ahead and slide that out so that you can see these. And we'll slide this out so that you can see that one as well. Super, super adorable. So easy to make. And look at the awesome punch these slider cards pack. Now, if you wanted to, you can add a pocket to the back, tuck in a little note card just to send some additional greetings. You could even go so far, if you wanted to stain the back of your papers gold so that everything blends in. For me, I'm okay with how that is. So I hope that you'll give this a try because the process really is very easy. And I hope that you have enjoyed this Make a Card Monday video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.